What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay Suave. I am the host of Jay Suave TV, and I'm coming at y'all with The Shy Season 7 Episode 4 recap a lot sooner than I usually do. I purposely waited for 12 o'clock to go hit the gym and watch the episode while I got my workout in. So the episode is like fresh in my head, fresh enough where I want to talk about it. Now, I might miss some things that happened in the episode along the way, despite how I just said it's fresh in my head. But that's okay, because I plan on going live at some point tomorrow to discuss the episode further. I'm going to be live right here on TikTok for y'all who are watching this on TikTok. But for y'all on my YouTube, I'm going to need y'all to forward over to TikTok if y'all fans of The Shy, so we can break down this episode further. For the most part, it was a simple episode. It was celebrating Mother's Day. Shout out to the mothers out there. Y'all already know The Shy is very big on celebrating the holidays, but for this Mother's Day in particular, and everything that Alicia and Tiff are going through, Keisha pregnant right now, Papa's mom still dealing with the loss of her husband, amongst other motherly storylines that are taking place in this episode, there's no better time to celebrate the holiday than in this one. With all that said, I'm going to get right into yapping about this episode, but y'all already know what y'all got to do before I start. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. And remember, the goal for the channel is 1,000+ subscribers before DreamCon 2026. I know we can make it happen. Let's lock in. We start off the episode with some of our male cast getting their women flowers ahead of Mother's Day. We got Emmett getting flowers for all 7 of his baby mothers. Darnell holding it down for Jada, Papa getting his mom some flowers, and Nuck dropping some flowers off of his mother's grave. Now, while I am going to give the showrunner some credit for how they've been expanding on this character so well this season so far, I gotta go back to Papa real quick. I know it's not just me who watched this episode feeling like bro was about to get into a quick car accident. I know the song is good, gang, but you need to keep your eyes on the road. Brother closed his eyes on like 3 separate occasions on that one ride to the crib. I need you to value your life just a little bit more. I know you're not ready to reunite with your pops just yet. See that Emmett and Keisha are hosting a Mother's Day party at their crib. They got everybody pulling up. They got Jada, they got Tracy, they got Tiff's mom. Tiff and Keisha obviously has Emmett's top baby mom. And then his other baby moms pull up. Hell, even Dom and Vic Mensa pull up. You know, I don't remember seeing Dom. I'm pretty sure she was there though. It's real nice, wholesome vibes overall until Darnell and Emmett get to talking about their past with Dom. I already know Jamal's not trying to hear that. He trying to lock Dom in despite her past, something that Emmett and his pops would not understand. Something else Emmett don't understand is the concept of marriage. Jamal brings up the fact that he want to marry Dom, and that shit comes off as a foreign concept to Emmett completely. That man trying to have Keisha be a forever girlfriend, and I don't know if he know who he cuffed. She is not going for that. That's the shit that be blowing me with Emmett, is that he's literally the same character that he was when he was first introduced in this series. His growth is very minimal. I don't know if the writers be trying to get off jokes with him. Sometimes the shit he be doing do be funny, but it's other times, most times, where I just feel like the actions he take is so cringe. But the man is true to his character if nothing else, so I gotta respect it. Disregarding all the slander I just put on Emmett's name, they're obviously building up a future storyline for Emmett and Keisha to get married. We already know The Shy loves his momentous occasions, and it just got renewed for season 8. I think the marriage will happen in season 7 personally, but we'll see what happens. Got everybody at this party celebrating their mothers and their significant others except Alicia. Instead, she's assembled this doom brigade of women who have gone through their own strifes with the men in their lives. And they just in her crib grieving. No good vibes, nothing. Not one song was played to alleviate the bad vibe. I gotta give Shad credit here, because despite the fact that Alicia really be dubbing my son at every corner, he is the only one that she really be listening to for real. She was stubborn at first. She definitely did not want to go over to Emmett and Keisha's thing. She decided to after Shad said that even though Rob is dead, you aren't, and because you aren't, you gotta live for him. After this conversation, Alicia pulls up to Emmett's house. It's great vibes. They get to line dancing. We also get a conversation between Keisha and the mother who lost her child by way of deleting themselves. Kid's name is Christian, rest in peace. I'm not sure if we supposed to know this child. His name didn't really ring any bells when she was saying it. It sounds like one of the kids that Keisha was teaching back in the day. Y'all leave in the comments if y'all remember this Christian character. He just wished Keisha a happy Mother's Day and let her know that Christian had a lot of love for her. Real wholesome stuff, bro. We already know The Shy is a crazy place. Before I move on to some of the crazy things we've seen happen in this season alone, I gotta talk about Darnell and Emmett teaching this man Damien how to play spades. And I also gotta give another shout out to the writers. A big complaint I had about season 6 was them giving Emmett a brother. It made no sense for them to do it. I felt like they didn't really need to go that path, and I still feel that way. But at the very least, they're not only allowing Damien and Emmett to have forged a relationship for themselves, they're also allowing the same for Darnell and Damien. Like, yeah, Emmett helps Damien to learn how to play spades and the basics and everything like that, but Darnell makes sure that Damien knows what the hell he's doing when he gets to that spades night. And I appreciate that. It didn't feel forced. It felt very organic between those two characters. So far, I gotta admit, this season's been cooking a lot hotter than season 6. That's my opinion. They started removing characters. Look how the season's panned out so far. It's flourishing. But going to one of them crazy storylines that I was talking about earlier on in the video. This man, Reg, coming back to life. I know. I got a whole video talking about it. I know a majority of y'all did not see this shit yet. So if you're a fan of The Shy, lock on this video. Let's have a discussion about Reg's return. What's up? Everybody was so hyped about Reg's return. Now all of a sudden I talk about it and nobody want to tap in. That shit crazy. Jokes aside though, not only do we get Reg in the last episode of The Shy, but in this episode, the Taylor mother makes her debut. After 7 whole seasons, we finally get to see Jake's mom in the flesh. And it honestly makes perfect sense for Trick to be the one to introduce their mom to the story. From that 30-minute Best of Reg video that I watched at The Shy drop not too long ago, I reminded that Reg was actually taking care of their mom, making sure she was able to remain on her feet after battling with addiction. Addiction that we know kept her out of the lives of Jake, Trick, and Reg. One that Trick blames his mother for succumbing to. He claims that had it not been for her addiction, he would have been a lot better off. Probably wouldn't have gotten affiliated with the streets, and in general, he and his brothers would have had a better life. Now, to be fair, he was cooking with this argument, and I did understand where he was coming from throughout. The fact that he had to essentially sacrifice his later life to raise Jake is messed up. But in the same breath, like their mother said in this episode, she didn't have the best mom either. Her mom was likely not in her life like that. Like Trick says later on in the episode too, nobody asked to be born. To which Reg responds, yeah, we're still here. And that's really the biggest blessing at the end of the day. I know Trick is mad for everything that happened in the past and how things turned out in this present day. But all y'all can do is just pray that your mother is in good hands and try to rebuild that relationship at this point. Y'all only getting older. Nobody's perfect, but at least she's showing up for y'all today. Plus, she made y'all a whole plate of mac and cheese. Take the W and count your blessings. After my son Damien gets prepared for the spades tournament, he pulls up on what's left for Jackie Long and this other dude's character. After Bakari and Dwayne Wayne done put belt to ass. Bakari got a dip, he probably about to get into something no good. So Damien takes his spot. And at first, he's wild. He talking about he got 9 books in the first game. Relax. I guarantee you that shit ain't pan out. But after a while, he starts channeling his inner Darnell and starts cooking these folks. It was down to 100. My son bet a blind 8. All these niggas had to do was get 6 books and they couldn't do that. Securing Dwayne Wayne another win and Damien his first, showing us without question that he is Darnell's son. I personally really like the spades part of the episode, especially coming from somebody who don't play spades. I know the game, but I do not play that shit. Do not put me on your team unless you're trying to lose. But they taught me something in this episode, so I gotta appreciate it. Look at the shot being educational. Don't get it twisted though, because when y'all could come me in spades, don't let me pull out that Uno Mercy. It's gonna get nasty. Got some other storylines this episode. We see Papa interacting with his mom. His mom stressing after Pastor Stanley passed away because she not able to make ends meet with the bills. Papa out here bringing up the money he making with the other pastor across town. But his mother could care less. She know that that pastor's a snake. But of course, Papa don't know no better, so he goes to the only father figure currently in his life right now, asking him for a loan. To which he gets later on in the episode, and they gave this man a couple stacks. Yeah, you gonna be owing that nigga for a little minute. And then they bringing up Papa's Pop's church, talking about everything has a price. No, I just said my Pop's church is not for sale. I don't know what y'all niggas is talking about trying to overthrow my Pop's church. It is straight diabolical. Literally the greed they talk about in the Bible. But speaking of greed they talk about in the Bible, let's talk about Dre from Power real quick. This man took all the shiesty learnings he got from Power and brought it right to the shop. I'm telling you right now, that pastor title ain't fool nobody. We see you out here trying to mac with all the mommies on the block, literally. And what I say to that is, I respect the game. It's diabolical, but he is preaching that good word. We did see him do that in this episode, so let him cook a little bit. We see him pull up on Tracy, and he's just an episode too late. We already know Jackie Long's character done slid up in that already. Trying to let the pastor know the girl is his. Whole time she not really jacking him like that. And I understand, you met this nigga yesterday. To me, it's not about the fact that bro is a criminal. It's just the fact that she literally met you yesterday, bro. Like, give this shit a little bit more time to develop. I know we got Jamal proposing to Dom in the last episode, but he knew her for a couple episodes beforehand. You out here trying to get married to Tracy after knowing her for what, 48 hours? Let's relax. She not going nowhere. Trust, I've been trying to get rid of her since season 2. I've been giving the writers praise for how they've been doing this season. But if it's one thing that I hate that they've been writing in so far, it's this relationship between Nuck and Tiff. I need y'all to cut that shit out right now. There is no reason why we need to go down this road. I've seen it on All American already. I do not need to see it on The Shy. I'm really writing it to where all these women look dumb. I don't know how nobody's suspecting Nuck of taking out Rob. But it seems like Tiff is picking up on game. She tells Nuck at the end of the episode that she feels like Alicia took out the wrong person. If we being honest, the sample size of who could have taken out Rob is very small. Who you got? Bakari, Zay, who she already feel like not the right person that took him out. Nuck, and who else after that? Reg? The nigga just came back. The nigga came back so recently they don't even know he's back yet. But knowing The Shy, Alicia would probably assume Bakari took out Rob before she assumed Nuck for whatever reason. Overall though, solid episode. I give it a cool 8 out of 10. There wasn't really much I dislike honestly outside of seeing Tiff and Nuck get closer in that way. I'm not mad at them being cool, but like that whole relationship shit they trying to build, please throw that out the window. But that's all I got for y'all for this recap of The Shy. I'll leave y'all thoughts in the comments. What did y'all think of this episode? And where do y'all see the season going forward? I'll be your host Jay Suave. I hope you been entertained. We go talk soon. Peace y'all.